Hey guys, welcome back to Cereal at Midnight. My name is Heath Holland, and these are the latest arrivals. We've got new Ozploitation from Umbrella. We've got, look, The Raid. We've got A Lizard in a Woman's Skin. We've got Ultraman, The Return of Ultraman, and then some Arrow video releases, including a box set. So I have not opened any of this stuff that's still in the shrink wrap. More and more I try to do that on camera because it brings you into the experience, right? So, all right, we got a lot of ground to cover. Let's launch into it. This is the Ozploitation Rarities Volume 1 from Umbrella. By the way, you guys know that the Cereal 15 coupon code, do the old Undertaker there, rest in peace. There's a new code. Okay, there's a new code for Cereal at Midnight viewers. It's CAM15. However, be aware going in, this is a one-time use code. They're trying to keep things under control with trying to keep the code from being abused is what's happening. So it's a one-time use code. But if you've never placed an order with Umbrella or used a coupon code, there you go. All right, so let's launch into Ozploitation. By the way, thanks to Umbrella for doing that. They don't have to do that. They don't have to give a discount code to anybody. So I'm really grateful that they've done that. Thanks. I love those guys. They're good people, and I appreciate that they've offered that code. That even after what happened, there's a new code. I mean, that's pretty cool. All right, so Ozploitation Rarities Volume 1, Final Cut, Lady Stay Dead, and Crosstalk. Here is the cover art, which I'm just now realizing, is that, you know what, I'm not even going to address the cover because, you know, these videos are transcribed as soon as you put them up. You don't even have to do tags anymore. Historically with YouTube, you always had to put in all these tags if you wanted people to find your content. Now the AI does all that. It just transcribes your stuff automatically, and I need to be really careful about what I say because they're listening. The machines are listening, and they're listening to that too. But they don't have discernment or wisdom to know. Oh, I'm not going to be able to show all of this stuff, you guys. Okay, let's see here. Let's do Lady Stay Dead. All right, here's the cover of Lady Stay Dead. Let's see. From Maverick filmmaker Terry Bork comes one of the most unapologetic. From Maverick filmmaker Terry Bork comes one of the most unapologetically brutal. Okay, that's. I don't mean to be offensive. I'm just trying to keep this fun. You know, trying to keep reading the back. This is going to be a weird video, and I can't start it over now because I've already popped the shrink wrap on this. All right, I'm going to hold it up. You guys freeze that. You read that. You can read it in an Australian voice and accent if you want to. 24 interview with actor Charles Hayward. That's audio only, not quite Hollywood interviews with Roger Ward. Archive of interview. Great. Okay, this is probably going to have reversible. Oh. It's not what I was expecting. Okay, set this to the side. Do it like this. Okay. Can I show the back? Yeah. There we go. Freeze that, and you can read everything that's there. I appreciate, Umbrella's really leaning into, poster. I can't show the inside of this one, okay, guys? Can't show the inside. It's not YouTube safe. Can I show this poster? Umbrella's really leaning into Ozploitation stuff, and okay. And then I can't show this. There's a lot of this stuff I can't show. I'm sorry. Here, I can cover this. But hold on, was it okay? All right. Not trying to be a tease with any of this. I just know that's not going to fly. Umbrella's really leaning into Ozploitation, and which is, nobody else is really doing that. Like Severin has done some stuff with Ozploitation, but they're not an Australian label. So, all right, this is Crosstalk. I think I can show you guys all of this. Here's the cover of Crosstalk. Aussies, talk to me about these movies. Talk to me about going into the video store back in the 80s or the 90s and seeing these on the shelf. Let's talk about these movies. Or grindhouse cinema. Talk about the Ozploitation, the Aussie grindhouse scene. Because, for a lot of Americans watching this, we don't know a whole lot about these movies. because they're rarities. So I would like to hear more about them. You know, I don't want to pass myself off as some sort of an expert on this stuff. I don't know anything about these movies. Can I show this? Yeah. These are beautiful posters. Really well done. They're thick. And we have more stuff here too. We've got this Exploitation Rarities Volume 1 book. I also love that it's Volume 1. This is just barely camera safe here. So there's clearly more to come. I wonder how many volumes we're going to get. You know, they had the Exploitation Classics line. I've got, I don't know if you can see it. No, they're right here. But there's a whole row of Exploitation Classics. And I love those because they really loaded them up with some great stuff. And for audiences in America or, you know, maybe other places too, there's so much stuff in here I can't show. They're an education, you know. What is this? Okay, just here. Very thick book with lots of photos, some of which are not safe for YouTube. Is that okay? Yeah, that's okay. And then that's not all. Here we've got the cards. So let me get this. Ooh, even that feels different than it normally feels. All right, crosstalk. This guy looks a little bit like George Lucas. Final cut. Okay, I'll pack this stuff up later in a second. Let's do the raid. Here, before I pop the shrink wrap off of this, give you the 360 experience. There's everything. These are the web store exclusives, remember, and if it is your first order, don't forget to use that coupon code. We're lucky to have it. Okay, let's see. I think this is just the first Raid movie, right? One Ruthless Crime Lord, 28 Lake 30 floors, only available from the Umbrella. Includes the Raid in 4K, the original Titan graphic novel in hardback. I didn't realize the Raid was adapted from a graphic novel. I guess it makes sense. Oh, hold on a second. Here's the exploitation here, because there's going to be something under here. Let me make sure it's okay. Nope, can't show it. Here, I'll do this. Okay, let's do the same thing for the Raid. All the floors, that's cool. Front. This has got to be the best treatment the Raid has gotten anywhere, right? People love this movie. This is a real cult classic, but this is incredible treatment for this movie. The slipcover, the optional collectible slipcover here, and then that's really in there. Hold on a second. Okay. I bet this has clean, pardon me, I bet this has clean reversible art. Yes. Yes, it does. So let me flip that. What do you guys think about the Raid? I mean, this is one of those movies that I think everybody loves. I mean, I guess not everybody. Somebody doesn't like something, but has a lot of cachet in the community, is I guess what I'm trying to say. And it is this an independent film? Who I know it's not a major studio film, and more as I start talking more and more about being, franchise fatigue and all that stuff, these are the kinds of movies that I want to champion, because they're the things that tend to fly under the radar. We've got our behind the scenes experiences and art book, making of the Raid. This one should be okay, right? Oh, look at this. A map of the floor, a map of the action. Accidental Action Star, the Raid Q&A. You know, when you do spring for the extra, you know, the special edition package on the web store exclusives with all these bonuses, you're really getting a lot. It's not just like, you know, a slipcover. I prefer it when my bonuses have substantial value to them, like when they have substance to them, and these do. These really do. I think I said in a recent video, and somebody was, you know, everything steps on somebody's toes, but I said a slipcover never made a movie fan out of anybody. Slipcovers are there to entice collectors, but when you can learn more about the production of something, you have a deeper appreciation for it, and then you can. The deeper love of something is always better, right? Having more knowledge, having more experience, that's a good thing, right? Okay, and then I got to keep these separate here. Stack this right here, put this right here, this right here. Here's the Raid graphic novel. Hardback, by the way. My goodness. Incredible. Wow. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay. Lizard in a Woman's Skin. Fulci. Has this been out in Australia before? You know, in America and even in England, you know, I think we're getting these movies over and over again from different people, but has it, I want to point out this because it's an Australian release. Has this movie had an Australian release before? Aussies, let me know. Get the shrink wrap off of this. Warning, not recommended for viewing with persons with schizophrenic tendencies. Oh, you gotta love those old, you know, things that were the schlock marketing to make you think like you're getting into something worse than you can handle. You know, like the William Castle tactics of this may cause heart problems, or, you know, that sort of thing. Okay, what's under here? Ooh, that's awesome. Clean, simple, effective. I love it. Let me put that back right there. Oh, by the way, okay, so limited number 55 out of 1,000 for that one. What was the Raid limited to? 2,500, I believe. Yeah, limited to 2,500 of this edition. And Exploitation rarities is limited to 1,000. Now these are for these deluxe box sets. That 1,000 seems very low to me for some of this stuff, but I guess they know what they're doing. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay. Can't show that. Can I even show that? I can't. Okay, if I can show this side, I can even do this. Okay. This one's another one that's hard to get out. Okay. There's the cover. I bet this has clean cover art beneath it. No, it's got alternate. Sweet. Okay, so here, let's do that. Here's the front. Can I? Yeah. Here's the back. And nice. With the yellow, the giallo, you know, giallo comes from the style of book that has the yellow cover, and that yellow cover signifies, you know, oh, this is this Italian adult crime thing. I like that they've kept that. That's nice. I really like this, because I don't think any other releases come with posters like this. Okay. I'm not reading all these special features to keep this video flowing as quickly as possible. What? Is this real? Check that out. Lizard in a Woman's Skin action figure, like a collectible figure. Unraveling. Lizard in a Woman's Skin. It's an essay. I would love to get... what? What? I would love to get more of Fulci's... more of Fulci's early work, obviously, the horror stuff is what we know Fulci for, but he worked in a lot of Italian genres. He worked in the Western field. He worked in comedies. He worked in like those silly spy movies and stuff. I would really like, as we run out of movies, as studios or distributors just keep marketing the same movies over and over and over again in different parts of the world, and I'm not accusing any particular studio of this. There's only so many movies. Bill Lustig said that. Bill Lustig, in my interview with him, was like, but there's only so many movies. We're going to run out eventually. But we could go, but like we're getting silence and we're getting 30s movies and we're getting different kinds of movies. The Western is seeing a rise because there aren't a whole lot of other movies. Like we're running out of horror. I would really love to see Fulci's, all of these guys, not just Fulci, but these guys' earlier work that has been, put them in a box set. You don't have to do, can't show this one. Don't have to release that. Can't show. Okay. Yep. We can't show any of the rest of this. Give me 3 Fulci rarities. Like Severin did those Christopher Lee box sets, and those movies aren't good. Those movies are not like the cream of Christopher Lee. Those movies are really. One of them, he's not even, like, he's dubbed by somebody else. He was like, I would like to dub myself. And they were like, oh, okay. We'll get back to you on that. And then they dubbed him with somebody else. Let's do that for some Fulci. Let's dig into classic movies. Well, they're not classics, but let's dig into movies that we don't have and we're not talking about. From Mill Creek Entertainment, Ultraman Taiga. This feels good. Look at that. Ooh, that shows up good on camera, too. I have talked about so much Ultraman here. We've covered every single Ultraman release from Mill Creek Entertainment ever. It's like 36 releases across 5 years. And when I started covering them back in 2019, the fingers were crossed that we get more than a few, right? Because we know there's companies that pick up Toku series or whatever, and they'll put out like one, right? And they're like, we're testing the market. We'll put out one. We'll see how it goes. Mill Creek was like, we're going to do 36 of these things. And they've put out just about everything that exists for Ultraman, with a few exceptions of like some things that were caught up in legalities, some things that had, rights issues. And then the newer stuff that Tsuburaya had not licensed to them. Because that license started, I think, in 2019. And in 2019, Ultraman Taiga was the show that was running then. That was the new show. So it was a part of the deal. Mill Creek has a new deal for Ultraman, and I just really hope that they're going to just bring us up to speed, right? Bring us up to current. I watched the first episode because, like, okay, I'm franchised out, and Ultraman is a franchise. I've been pretty clear about that. On top of that, Ultraman is a franchise geared to children, right? So I was like, I'm just going to pop this in and watch one episode so I can kind of talk about it and know what I'm talking about and not just hold up a box. So this is the only thing here that's not still in its shrink wrap. I watched the whole first disc in one sitting. 7 episodes back to back in one night. Because it just, I don't know. There was just something about it. Something was just like calling me forward to keep going. It's obviously kid geared, so it's very silly. It's very big. It's very, it's exaggerated. And it's made to push toys, right? But underneath it, there's something going on. There's something that's very human and very, like, there's a lot of, having seen as much of it as I've watched about half of it, there's a lot of metaphor. There's a lot of symbolism. There's a lot of things that are standing in for real issues that they're not tackling directly. They're tackling through the stories. And it connected with me. So I'm not probably going to go on this whole Ultraman binge again, but I'm excited that Mill Creek's back doing it again. And I'm excited to pick up my Ultraman coverage and to catch up with the Ultraman pantheon, right? So it comes with a card. This is from the Ultraman card game, which launches in the fall of 2024. Let me get that close, and maybe if you want to scan your screen or something, I don't know if that's going to work, but let me get it even closer. It's blurry. Nice. Here's the book that comes with it. So it tells us, we've got Taiga, we've got Titus. So it's how do you pronounce it? It's Ultraman Titus? Titus? It's all based on Greek mythology anyway. Taiga, let's see, we've got Fuma here, so my Ultraman Fuma. And then there's where is Taro's here somewhere. Here's the bad guy, Trey Gear. That's from Greek too, Trey and Gear. All right, so here's our episode guide, breaking it all down. There's 25 episodes and the movie. It's funny. So this is the classic Ultraman that makes the mural. And as I was watching this last night, or as I'm recording this, I went to my videos. I was like, I just wanted to see what I had covered and when I had covered it. There's Ultraman Taiga, Ultraman Titus, Ultraman Fuma, and then there's Taro. And I saw that one of my videos talking about completing the mural. They all made a spine mural, and I made a video talking about how the mural was complete, and it was unlisted. And I was like, well, how did this happen? How did this video become unlisted? It was from years ago. And I switched it over to public, and immediately people were like, where you been, son? We did this a long time ago. I was like, oh no. So I think I put it back to unlisted. But it's in the Ultraman playlist. I have an Ultraman playlist with everything Ultraman that I've talked about over the years. It's all in that playlist. From Arrow, let's switch over to Arrow. Redline 7000. Now this is in its shrink wrap here. This is how you know you're getting cutting edge coverage, because this is like hot off the presses here. We got a lot of stuff here, so here, let you guys read it while I'm checking it out too. We got audio commentary by Julie Kurgo and Nick Redman. Bruce Kessler, Man in Motion, a new interview with the assistant director. Gas, Gears, Girls, Guys, and Death, a new visual essay by Howard S. Berger. He always turns in just the best stuff. A Modern Type of Woman, it's a new visual essay on the Hawksian woman. In Redline 7000, that's by Kat Ellinger, who always goes deep with her assessments as well. Reversible cut. This is great. So, Howard Hawks stuff here. Okay, Weird Science card. That's a good 4K that Arrow put out. Here's our booklet here. Redline 7000. James Caan, Laura Devon, Gail High here. Hangout movies and late era Howard Hawks. That's going to be fun to read. It's a decent sized essay too. Okay, I've got a poster here. Oh, hold on. Here's the disc, and here is there's cover art A, and there's cover art B. Oh, I like B. Especially since this is what's on the slip cover, I gotta flip this around. I mean, that is just some vintage movie poster art. The likes of which we don't get anymore. Look at that. Oh, come on. So, there's this art. This might have to, I might have to find a place for this. This is the kind of movie you can expect me to review at CerealAtMidnite.com, Letterboxd, all my platforms. Because I do like Howard Hawks. I don't know if I love Howard Hawks, but I like Howard Hawks. And he made the kind of movies that I'm really craving right now, which is movies for grown-ups. Just in a place, I'm telling you guys, I'm just franchised out, and I'm just craving movies about, movies that don't have spaceships or aliens or that sort of thing. I need it. I'm craving it. Like I need food and water. Like I need some movies that have adults in them doing adult things that aren't in some fantasy environment. The Man from U.N.C.L.E., this fits the bill too. Although this is, okay, obviously this is 4K. Obviously, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. is based on the 60s TV show, which itself was sort of an echo of James Bond, but for the weekly TV audience. I really like the Man from U.N.C.L.E. TV series. I like these things like Mission Impossible, rooted in the 1960s. I made a joke like a year ago when the last Mission Impossible movie came out. I was like, what if they adapted this theme of agents for television, and people were like, it would never work. I'm like, oh my gosh, people don't know it's based on a TV series. And then I realized how fractured the audience is, that there are people that love the Mission Impossible movies and don't even know that it was a TV series for years and years, and it even got revived in the 80s and brought back. Like, Mission Impossible is a brand long before Tom Cruise. And The Man from U.N.C.L.E. was certainly not as big or as successful as Mission Impossible, but it was an established thing. And I like this movie. This is Guy Ritchie, right? Guy Ritchie produced it and directed it, co-produced it and directed it. Who wrote the screenplay? By Guy Ritchie and Lionel Wigram. I love Guy Ritchie's smaller films. I love Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch. I even like The Gentleman. But, and you know what? I like his version of Aladdin, which I shouldn't, but I do. There's something about that version of Aladdin that I connect with. I don't know what it is. Like, I enjoy this movie, okay? I enjoy this movie. I've got the Blu-ray here. I guess I guess I don't need it anymore, but this is the 4K, so this is not the Blu-ray. This is just the 4K. So I guess I need to hold on to it. What is our reversible art here? Okay, there we go. But this does fit the bill of what I'm craving these days. Just, more grown-up movies without fantastical elements. It is, like, if you, like, no one's going like, oh, I come to Bond for the realism. No, said nobody ever. But there is something a little bit more grounded about this, and like even now, I don't think we get a movie like this. Henry Cavill, Armie Hammer, Alicia Vikander, Elizabeth Debicki, and Hugh Grant in his. I'm really enjoying later career Hugh Grant, because he built his career on like, dreadfully sorry, I'm just a bit peckish, I'm charming. But then, like, late career, like, modern Hugh Grant, he's just playing all these jerks and, like, unsavory characters. And I'm here for it. Not gonna lie, I'm here for it. And The Gentleman, he was fantastic. Just a real creepy guy. Retooling The Man from U.N.C.L.E. by Barry Forshaw. What sorts of features do we have here? We've got, what's our card for? Oh, Fighting Back. That's cool. That's a grown-up movie right there. Tom Skerritt. All right, here, I'm going to hold this up. This should be easier to read on that yellow, too. It's 4K presentation. We've got, brand new audio commentary by critics Brian Reisman and Max Every. So Max Every is a good dude. I like him. He wrote this incredible book about David Lynch's Dune. If you recall, I met Max Every in Dark Delicacies in Los Angeles. He was like, aren't you the guy? I was like, yes. And now anytime I see Max Every's name, I'm like, he did another one. He got another one. Fantastic. The Hollywood Way. The Hollywood Way. That's the Hollywood Way. Brand new interview with co-writer Lionel Wigram. A Lineage of Bad Guys. Brand new interview with actor Luca Calvani. Legacy of U.N.C.L.E. Brand new featurette celebrating the original 1960s TV series and its influence on the 2015 movie. Okay, that's going to be my special feature. That's fantastic. Okay, you see, it just keeps on going, right? All right, here we are. The Nico Mastorakis collection, and this does not say volume 1, but I was gonna say, those Arrow, can you see it? Okay, like the Giallo collections don't say volumes either, they're just colored. And then the Spaghetti Western collections also weren't numbered either, so we could get another one of these and maybe it would be a different color, but I don't know, maybe this is it, maybe I'm overthinking it. One of the most infamous B-movie maestros ever to have sat in a director's chair, Nico Mastorakis returns to Arrow Video with a collection of sci-fi shenanigans and screwball comedies that will take you out of this world. Hopefully, you can see, yeah, that seems pretty clear. Freeze that, and you can read everything that's there. I guess if you're watching this on your phone, that's not going to help you too much, but if you're watching on your big television, which a lot of you guys do, that should help. Okay, here's our films. There's not a whole lot here to show. The cover art is striking, that retro style cover art, but there's not a whole lot to show. And this is the same cover art. These are the films included. And there's nothing back here. Would have liked something back there, but alas, it was not to be. Okay, what order do we want to take these? I'll just do the Time Traveler. Whew, a lot of stuff. All right, I'm not going to read these. I'm going to hold it up, freeze it, read it, love it. What do we got under here? Because there's going to be 2 movies on one disc. Also, with Sky High. Well, that's going to have its own features, isn't it? Yeah, all right. I'm not sure. There you go. That's Sky High. So 2 features, 1 disc. What are they teasing us with here? Oh, Fighting Back again. It's almost like they want us to watch Fighting Back, as we should. Ninja Academy. And this is going to, well, hold on. Special features. Freeze that. I'm taking it away. Oh, look at this disc art. This Ninja Academy and the Naked Truth. I'm not sure how I feel about this cover art. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's not my intent to be critical. It is my intent to be honest. I don't know if I've seen any of these movies, to be perfectly honest with you. Nico Mastorakis is not necessarily my thing. I know there's a lot of people. Here's the thing. These B movies have such a huge audience. They do really well on physical media. Here's the disc. All right. Now, let's talk about this booklet. Oh, wow. Somebody's wondering what this is. This is the promo hole that gets punched in your stuff when you are a reviewer. Many times your materials have holes punched in them. So if you think that, you know, that bothers a lot of people. They're like, but it's got a hole in it. Yes, it does. So that I'm not selling it, right? There's a reason for that. I'm trying to get to the stuff. Here we go. Beware of Greek-sparing films. Barry Forshaw. And Barry Forshaw is all over these things. And is that, let's see. Now that's our 1 essay here. A lot of pictures. All right, so look, we did it, right? We did it. All right, so these are all there's one for the algorithm there. All right, this is the latest releases. We're gonna be back here like really soon with another huge stack of new releases because I already know what's coming and I know what I've got to film. So stay tuned. It's gonna be a new release heavy time period. This week's gonna be new release heavy. I'm gonna put links in the description of this episode where you can pick some of this stuff up. Remember that coupon code for Umbrella. Remember that there's an Amazon link in the description of every Cereal at Midnight video, and if you use that, you're supporting this channel. If you're going to shop on Amazon anyway, none of us really love Amazon because they're, you know, they're the big fish, and they have eaten a lot of the other fish, including the people that we love and try to support. You know what? I'm also going to say, if you don't want to use the Amazon link, if you don't want to use Amazon, Diabolic DVD, Hamilton Book. These are places that you can get new releases at a fair price and with exceptional customer service, and know that you're not just an anonymous number, right? So that's important. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thanks to the studios, the distributors that sent this stuff over for me to show you guys. And in the meantime, I'll catch you later.